the only woman that no longer gets approached by men? Like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am? Am I looking old? Am I intimidating? Like, what is it?
Nobody ever believes me when I say that I be getting curved. He scrolled through my pictures and he said, ew.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men? No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely has me questioning myself. Like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am? Am I looking old? Am I intimidating? Like, what is it? So now I'm starting to realize that since men don't come up to me, I have to be the one to go up to them. And that makes me super nervous because it's like, how do I know I'm not going to get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place and then I make the decision to go up to you? How do I know I won't face rejection? So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because I have no idea how to. Like, I'm scared and I feel like I can only approach men if I'm drunk, which is not often.
Well, baby, y'all know I coach both men and women. I always say, good book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. But she seems to be a pretty cool person. You seem to be a pretty chill chick. But first of all, I would like to say, welcome to being a man. This is what it's like being a man. And I know y'all gonna go and say things, even though we talk about equality, men and women are equal, so on and so forth. But this is what men have to endure. And a lot of men have just gotten to the point where they have just given up on approaching women because of all the BS you have to go through with approaching women. And guys talk about the nuclear rejection and she may blow up, she'll do this, JR, I'm not about to embarrass myself. And there's been a lot of different videos and experiments done about women trying to approach men and they just don't know where to go. So that's why when you ask them, they'll ask for advice like this. But when you ask a woman how she wants to be approached, she's got all the answers. I want a man to approach me like this and this, but she doesn't know how to approach a dude. Men are nowhere near as callous as women are when it comes to that. Now, not all women are gonna, as I say, bite your head off, but just approach a guy normally and just say, hey, I find you attractive. Hey, I think you're cute. Would you like to exchange numbers so we can talk later? Or something simple like that. We're human beings, just like women are human beings. It's not a big deal. People are people. Hey, how are you doing? What's your name? Hey, a lot of you guys, Jay, are you going to catch a charge and all? No, man. I need to really do an experiment on this channel, which I'm thinking about doing so you guys can see. But ladies, get out of your ego, get down in your heart space and just go up just like you would approach another woman and ask her, you would compliment a woman on her hair, so on and so forth. But I guess, hey, it's too hard and you don't want to get into all that. You don't want to hurt your feelings. A lot of fellas deal with rejection. They've given up altogether. So ladies, the way this climate is going, you're going to have to start approaching men. I'm just saying, let's get on to the next clip, guys. Let's go.
Nobody ever believes me when I say that I be getting curved. But if I see a handsome man on Instagram, I click on his profile, I scroll through his pictures, I like a couple of them, I follow him, I start planning our future together. And then he says nothing to me. He don't DM me. It's just radio silence. What do y'all call that? Because to me, that means that he saw me in his notifications. He clicked on my profile. He scrolled through my pictures and he said, ew. So yes, I do be getting curved. It happens to all of us, guys. We're all in this together.
See, women look at being curved as, which I guess curved, you got your own definitions, but just because you didn't put in the effort, some guys like me, I'm slow. I'll be having to catch on to things a lot of times, but I'm kind of slow. So I'm gonna need you to be expressive in how you're trying to get at me. Let me know that, hey, I'm interested. JR, can I have your number? Instead of just liking a bunch of pics. Because fellas, we know, and I'm just saying, y'all ladies try to act foolish. Just because I like your photos doesn't mean anything. I've been down that, every route you could think of, I've been down that route of a woman liking my pics. And then you go to shoot your shot and she's like, Women are like, just because you did that in the moment doesn't mean that's how you really feel. Because women are like cats, they live in the moment. You're very fickle. You thinking that, hey, if I do this, that means I'm interested. Women have funny ways of doing things. And in my case, when it comes to stuff like this, they'll normally jump in the DM and say, hey, I like your such and such, I like your channel, so on and so forth. But it won't be explicit. And that's the way of basically trying to get you to contact them. But even when you do, a lot of times it's bullshit. So ladies, if you really like a dude, you need to let him know. You say you need to take clues. He needs to know this. Women want to do the least and they want you to take control because they say you're a man, you should know. But fellas, we have a lot of stuff going on too a lot of times. Especially if you got a busy Instagram and you got people liking your pics. You're not special just because you liked a ton of pics, baby. I'm just being honest. You're really not special. So ladies, you have to get a little bit more aggressive. There's stiff competition out here. Stop being so shy when it comes to stuff like this and just put your best foot forward. What have you got to lose? You're afraid of your ego being bruised? I'm a woman. He's supposed to take charge. He's supposed to do this. I can't embarrass myself. Baby, would you rather be home alone? Always out with your girls? Because a lot of y'all be saying that, JR, I've been celibate for 2 to 3 years. That's the common answer, man. Celibacy for 2 to 3 years. But I always say, and this goes for everyone, but especially you women, why cheat yourself out of a good experience? You call yourself, if I approach a man, it's masculine. A lot of women who get approached, they say, a lot of women be like, well, I don't get approached in grocery stores. I don't get approached out and about. I only get approached in clubs and I don't really like these guys anyway. And then a lot of times they just end up home alone. That's just what it is. And a lot of the guys who do show you attention, you have so many to choose from, you don't know who to choose. That's what happens a lot of times. And that is one of the things that come with the age of social media and being a woman. It's just going to be a bunch of dudes shooting their shots. But some cases, some women, it just doesn't happen like that. I guarantee, baby, you start putting up some booty pics. And I know you talking about this one crush in particular, but what they say, 90% of the women go after 10% of the dudes. So he's probably got a bunch of other women in his DMs too that you got to compete with. So you expecting him, which this is how pretentious women are, and so prideful in their hubris, if you will, that they'll think you could be a man of status and she's here and you're supposed to be able to recognize her and go out of your way to contact her because she's the prize somehow. And this is how it is. This is how women think, bro. Women, they have this idea about themselves that they are special. Out of every other woman that walks this earth, they're special. And for some reason, if she shows interest in you, you're the one, especially if you got options, you have to do all the work. So, man, listen. Guys, let me know what you guys think about these videos. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.